Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Down the numbers. There he goes.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You look at this Bears defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings had 8-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
He'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is third down and 4. Fields
trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked itself yet, but ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. This now a 3rd and 4. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first. And
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now it's Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them and even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A handoff as they run the counter play. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Let's go now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yes, let's get it.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Fields.
And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields now to throw.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Johnson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the 2nd half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fields throw complete to Foster.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Able to power through. And here a juke. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bears get a bit closer. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 12.
Now back to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right here, one time. Hey, going out. We're going out right here.
They give to Johnson going right. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 73 yards.
yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fields trying to throw for it.
It's caught at the 1, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now here's a throw that's complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go to Johnson again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On play action, Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for Minnesota,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they've plummeted now to 3-11.